Hello, everyone. I am very excited to bring to you another one of my projects. This one is called Market Minds. It is a multi-agent AI platform for potential startup owners and entrepreneurs to sound off ideas and to see if these ideas are viable options for entrepreneurship. It is a multi-agent AI platform where each of these agents will work like McKinsey consultants and will tell you if these ideas have enough value versus risk, what kind of customers we can expect, and what kind of competition we'll have. So let me quickly share my screen and get on with the demo. So I have created the UI on Streamlit, and this is what Market Minds looks like. Of course, to do any kind of market research, you need to drill down on what exactly is the problem. So we have input fields like product or service name, product description, target industry, target geography, and company scale. I have given 4 different options for company scale for the moment, while others are just input fields. So for the demo, let's go ahead and say AI API, let's say, an API AI powered platform that automates testing, modification, and creation of APIs. And market details would be technology, SaaS, APIs, and geography. Let's leave it as North America. And let's change the company scale to bootstrapped. Of course, some of the context that you want to give to the AI platform would not fit these input fields, right? Which is why I also have some additional input fields for the context. So for example, this is all the context we want to give it and run the analysis. So here we go, guys. We have the report ready. As we can see, the report starts with an executive summary with actual market values picked up during the market research. And when we drill further down, we see the strategic research framework. So the first agent kind of lays the groundwork as to how the research would be conducted. For example, demographic, customer insights, assessment of customer pain points, competition analysis, etc. And the third section of our report is the competition landscape. Even before we go ahead to the competition scoreboard, we can see that each and every feature that the competition is being scored against is being explained so for easier understanding of the report. We have all the different competitions for our AI-powered API platform. So of course, Microsoft, Azure, Google Cloud, Amazon SageMaker, IBM Watson, OpenAI. And we are also showing the market share along with the scores. And we're also putting out an evidence column, just trying to show why these scores were given to these competitions. Going ahead, we're trying to also assess the evidence section from the scoreboard. And then going ahead to customer persona. So what this agent does is that it kind of breaks down the entire population of customers into logical segments and creates a persona from each of these segments. And then going further ahead, we are trying to strategically assess our risks and kind of play devil's advocate to all the information gathered by the previous agents. Moving ahead, we also have a SWOT analysis. Each of the categories are populated with actual market numbers and trying to, assess and present it in a very understandable SWOT analysis, which would further be used to make very opinionated recommendations. And finally, we also have an appendix with all the resources used to make this report. Now, of course, not the first market research report will be the best, right? And the user would also want to kind of drill down on certain things they picked up in this report. So we also have a refocus analysis input field. So anything from this report, for example, capitalize on emerging markets for finance. So niche needs. So what if we want to say, what are the best or the most required niches for an API platform? And we kind of can refocus the entire analysis on that. So what the next analysis would have as prompting will have this input and the previous report already made. And the second report is also presented on the same UI alongside the previous report so that the user can have like a baseline comparison of the new report versus the old one. Now I want to quickly jump into the code and show you all the agents that I've created. Yes, so I have used CrewAI to kind of orchestrate all the agents I've created and their input and output. I've used Firecrawl to scrape websites, and I've also used Sorpor. So starting off, the first agent is a strategy consultant. It breaks down all of the input from the input fields on the left of the UI and tries to create a framework of how the market research would be done. It then pushes it towards the next agents. Now, this one is the competition analyst. And as the name suggests, it does the competition analysis and the competition scoreboard. Moving on, we have the customer persona analyst. What it does is that it segments the customer population and creates a persona from each of these segments. Then devil's advocate. Now, this agent has a back and forth with each of the agents created so that it can reduce the hallucination by each of these agents and also drill down on the info being relevant or not, or even true, And then finally, all of the data from all of the agents above is passed on to the lead strategy synthesizer. And what it does is that it does combine all of the information, do a SWOT analysis, and out of that SWOT analysis, it makes opinionated recommendations. And there you go. 5 agents working together using CrewAI to help you do your market research. Thank you.